Hello and welcome once again to Bad Advice with Wolfie and Cory, where we take your questions, that's right, your questions, and give you advice. We are here to celebrate because we are at, what? Episode 5! Cory, can you believe it? Episode 5.
Yeah, we've lasted longer than some shows on Fox TV.
That's true. They've kind of streamlined their process, though, so...
Yeah, they usually cancel stuff within, 2 episodes.
Yeah, if it even gets on the air.
But hey, we keep this up, we're going to last longer than Firefly.
Ooh. What do we have to make? 14?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Or are we just counting the ones that were actually aired?
It doesn't matter, because we don't make any that we put aside. We're not stupid.
Well, that's true. We just put it all out there, even if it's crap.
Aren't they all crap?
Don't tell people that.
Oh, okay.
What the hell are you doing? I mean, you don't tell people. You don't tell people.
I always break kayfabe.
Kayfabe. Took me a second to remember what the hell that term was. Kayfabe?
Yes.
What? Why is it kayfabe? I'll ask you a question. Why is it kayfabe?
Because wrestling uses what is known as carny speak.
Carny speak. And
carny speak is where you mix syllables up. So fake becomes kayfabe.
Oh.
Yeah, that's, yeah, still I understand why carnies don't get paid much.
Well, and you also have to remember wrestling came from the carnival circuit.
They did? It did? Oh.
It would be the strongman in town.
Mm-hmm.
No, they'd bring the strongman in, and it'd be anybody who can last this many minutes in the ring with this wrestler gets $100. And the people they would pick in the crowd would be plants.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Believe it or not, we have had a former president who was a pro wrestler.
Oh, I believe that. Which one?
Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, right. Yeah, actually, I knew that. I just forgot about that. That is true.
But that's how pro wrestling started, and then it slowly moved into what it is today.
Right. Which is just televised carnival.
Well, and it's not they pick somebody out of a crowd. It's, predetermined. They have storylines. They move... it's okay, this character's going to lose and this character's going to win, and they know how to do the moves and everything. And it's, as one wrestler once said, if you buy in, there's no entertainment better. If you don't buy in, you're never going to get it.
Yep. Well, it's basically, Wolfie, what is it?
It's soap opera for jocks.
Hey, I'm a jock!
No, you're a jerk.
Oh.
Same thing, though. It all worked out.
At least I'm not a bro.
Oh, you're my bro.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Bros.
Yeah.
The only people who are allowed to use the term bro in my life are track-suited wearing Russians.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. So, instead, you want to be a brony?
Can we move on to the questions, please?
How about a broofy?
Someone who gives Bill Cosby drinks to bros?
No. So no. That's just an assistant. Broofies are men that like me.
So, still trying to find one, aren't you there, Wolfie?
Yeah. But,
good luck with that.
It will come.
So you'd like some questions, Cory?
Yes, let's move on.
Yeah.
Buy the premise, buy the bit.
Buy the All right, well, I think it was a couple episodes ago, we had some surfing questions, and we appear to have another one.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like getting questions about surfing.
You do?
Yes.
Why?
So I waste my employer's time at work.
Oh. Hey, I hadn't thought about that.
Well, that could actually work into this. We we have, if you could surf the surface of the sun, what would terrify you more? Getting sucked into a sunspot, or being there when the magnetic fields tangle and being part of a CME?
For me, it's those big explosions they show, because whenever they show stock footage of the sun, it's the big explosions that go out.
The solar flares?
Yes.
Yeah.
And, boy, those look unpleasant. And I don't know if you can really surf an explosion.
Well, it depends on if you get in front of it or not.
But how would you know it's coming?
Well, that's not what you asked.
It's not like the explosion warns you ahead of time. It's not like the explosion says it's very sensitive, or it really likes it when you tickle its sunspots. The explosion just doesn't warn you.
Well, it depends on the explosion, doesn't it?
Well, from what I hear, the sun's explosions happen a lot, and they usually happen prematurely. Because it's a young sun. It's a young star. Young stars have trouble containing their explosions.
That's true.
Older stars, they may not explode for hours.
This is true.
Sometimes they have to, like absorb a blue pill.
And you know all about that, don't you, Cory?
What, being a young star and having explosions you can't control? Yes, I do know about that.
Yes, because your history is full of that. And then now, you're like a red star. I think that's the old one. You're losing weight?
Yes.
Well, don't lose too much. You'll become a black hole. And nothing can escape.
And once you go black hole, you never go back.
No. Once you've been a black hole, you never go back. That's probably true.
Wolfie, what about your surfing?
I was going to say, Wolfie, what about yours?
Well, first of all, I'm not sure what a CME is. So, I'm going to assume what that is, which means I'm not afraid of it. Because I'm assuming that the ME is me, and the C stands for putting white stuff all over me. I'm not afraid of that.
Okay. You want to... So why would you be afraid of the sunspots?
Well, if Cory is correct, and the sun is a young star, and so it has that problem with the premature explosions, that would mean the sunspots would be zits. And really, that's bumps, or if you hit it wrong, you're going to go right in, and kind of get sucked in, like you said, but it's more of what's probably in there. I just don't like the idea of what a sun would have in its pimples. Because if you think about it, it's normally oil. And really hot oil would do horrors on my fur. So I don't want that to happen.
That's what you're worried about?
Yeah. Wouldn't you agree, Cory?
Yes. Maybe. I'm just kind of grossed out.
Ah, awesome. So I answered it correctly.
God. Okay. So, I think really don't surf on the sun because of premature explosions and sun zits. Yeah. Next question. A little more involved, but actually, it's an interesting one in my opinion. What advice would you give to Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet today? Cory?
You're 15!
Okay. That's it? What about it?
When you're in high school and you read that play, you think it's so romantic. And you think it's so, deep and meaningful. And then by the time you're in your 30s, you read it and you go, God damn it, these stupid kids. Why are they making all of this crap such a big deal? And but their love is so pure and strong. Their love killed tons of people. There's a big body count for this relationship.
That is true.
Maybe the parents were right.
Maybe.
Just tell them, hey, you know what? You're young. You're gonna find somebody else, somebody who's not, gonna cause mass murder.
Mass murder?
Just take a cold shower. Calm the hell down.
Did they have cold showers if they were here today? I guess, yeah.
Cold showers were probably all they had back then. You go to the waterfall and
there you go. What? Now you say mass murder? Am I forgetting something from that story? I don't remember that many people died.
There were like 8 or 9 people who died, and the big fight between the families.
Well, okay,
I've
but
seen
was that because of them?
where the big fight between the families. There's a lot of death.
What do you mean,
at least in West Side Story, they were supposed to be teenagers, but they were in their 30s, because that's how you made movies back then. It's like, okay, we need someone to play a 15-year-old. You're 35.
Where all the teenagers were in their 30s.
Yeah, just watch a beach party movie. It's like your mom and dad on the beach.
Excuse me. Very true. Wolfie, would you give any advice to Romeo and Juliet?
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to share it?
Oh, yeah. Well, Romeo and Juliet. It is a wonderful story. Except for, actually, Cory's correct. They're only 15. Why talk about it? It should all be silent and they should have been silent and kept it to themselves. Because you know what? Parents don't want to know their 15-year-olds are boinking. However, I am not saying that they shouldn't. Just don't tell anybody. I mean, what the hell? Unless, of course, somebody got pregnant, and then you kind of gotta have to tell somebody, but not necessarily. I think I'm babbling, because I don't know where the hell I'm going with this. Anyway, and poison? Please. Especially if you're gonna fake your death. I mean, wasn't that the plan? No, wait, it wasn't the plan. Was I supposed to read this story before I tried to give you advice?
No, just treat it like high school, where you read the Wikipedia and then give your book report.
Okay. Anyway, Romeo really shouldn't have placed the guns out if they were going to use the poison. He should have just used the poison that wasn't really poison. It was the plan to not use the poison. And then Juliet, she shouldn't have been on Seinfeld, for one. That was just probably a mistake on her part. It's Juliet Van Dreyfus, right? That's the name? That's the full name?
I'm pretty much doing the no-sell here.
No-sell?
Yeah.
Well, I need your help here, Cory. You gotta sell this. Get Cory?
I miss the crickets.
Cory! Fine. I don't know what the hell the story is. I've never read it. I like to make my love.
So, we'll just go with Cory's answer on that, shall we? Let's see. What do we have? Oh, here we go. This is a bit of a political question.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing better in the world than getting me off on a political rant. That brings in the listeners. Yes,
it does. I'll tell you.
Let me go read the reviews of Crazy Comics and Stories over on iTunes. Positive. I'm tired of their liberal political crap. Positive.
Well, this one I don't think it matters what side you're on, because this involves the Scaramouche.
I missed the mooch.
You missed the mooch? Well, that's kind of here. With Scaramouche gone, What exactly is a Fandango?
Very, very frightening.
It's very, very frightening.
Yeah. Matter of
Scaramouche?
fact, everything about Scaramouche was pretty frightening.
This is true. I saw his hair.
He's one of these guys who saw, like, Goodfellas and The Godfather and thinks that that's what his life is like, when really, he's well, let's face it, he's a Wall Street guy.
Okay. I have no idea where he came from. So.
Oh, yeah, he's a hedge fund manager.
Oh.
So he talks like he's in the mob, and really he was just on Wall Street where, they were all popped up on testosterone, and if anybody were to show up, like, even with the smallest weapon, a blackjack or a butterfly knife, he'd, fall down and curl up in the fetal position, begging not to be hurt. But, because they're on Wall Street, and it's all guys, and it's all money, and it's all this, and, it's all the suits and hair, they think they're, Joe Pesci.
Okay.
And, Joe Pesci's not even Joe Pesci. I'm talking like, and some of the things that he said about his coworkers, not even I would say that about Wolfie.
Did he?
Well, one of the things he said is that, we're an explicit show, right?
Yeah.
He said that Steve Bannon sucks his own cock. Have you looked at Steve Bannon? That fat bastard hasn't seen his own cock since he was 14.
And with the amount of grease that seems to be on that guy at all times, I don't think anybody could get a hold of it.
Well, and the amount of booze he drinks, he couldn't find it. So what's a Fandango? Very, very frightening me.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I do believe there are thunderbolts and lightning involved.
Yeah.
Which, always reminds me of Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd. So is a Fandango actually a rabbit?
No, a Fandango is... That's what a Fandango is. It's the hat that Elmer Fudd wears in What's Opera Doc.
Oh.
It's the magic helmet.
It's the magic helmet.
Magic helmet.
Magic helmet.
Magic helmet, and I'll give you a sample.
Spearing magic helmet. Spearing magic helmet. Spearing magic helmet. So, question.
Yes. Dan's supposed to ask the questions.
No, okay, sorry. Clarification.
Okay.
So, is the helmet, the magic helmet, is Fandango the type, or is that the name of the helmet?
I would say it's the name of the helmet. Because, in operas, they always have, things have weird names. Usually foreign.
Usually. Well, most of them are in foreign languages.
I know, that's why I don't go.
Okay. Wait, but you're learning Dutch, aren't you?
Let me put it this way.
Okay.
There are no Dutch operas.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You could write the first one.
No.
It could be a zombie. It could be a zombie Dutch opera with Fandango in it.
I think that has an audience of 2.
Well, yeah, but sometimes you got to do it anyway. I mean, think about it.
No, I do things for a wide audience. Why do you think I have you on the show? You're supposedly popular.
Yeah, in certain
We're
genres.
glomming off your popularity, Wolfie.
And you should. Because you know what? I am a Fandango. I am a magic helmet.
I am not putting you on my head.
Are you sure?
I need to buy more locks.
Because I have a spear, too. I am a spear and magic helmet. Spear and magic helmet. Fandango. Near magic helmet. Fandango. Spear and magic helmet.
Hello, Comcast? Yeah, you know how you keep sending me these letters about a home security system? And I've been throwing them away for like 4 or 5 years. Yeah, I'm ready to sign up.
Excellent, sir. We will get that right over to you. Our installation manager will be there within the hour. And you can pay him up front. Hello? Mr. Strode? Mr. Strode?
Miss the crickets.
Oh, we may have to figure something out. Oh, why Comcast, though? No. Well,
They're where I get my cable from.
They do security systems now?
Yes, because so many people are dropping cable.
Well, that's actually a good reason to do that. So, yeah. So,
Dan has to drink to get through the show.
yes, I do. Sorry, I didn't mean that to come through as loud as it did.
So, yes. So to answer the question, I am Cory's Fandango. Yep. And when he puts me on, there is thunder and lightning. And he is very, very frightened.
That actually is probably pretty accurate.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. All right. Now, well, I'm not sure exactly what type of question this next one is.
We avoided politics a little bit, though, right?
A little, yeah. Actually, we got through that as fast as possible. It was like a Band-Aid. Getting a Band-Aid off. For those of you who don't like the politics, Cory ripped it out of there and just did a quick thing of politics, and then we were on to other things, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully we didn't offend too many people. That's Wolfie's job.
Yes, it is. I am here to offend everybody. Or offer everybody.
Offer everybody?
Yeah, to me.
Oh, crap. I just thought about this next question and what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, Cory.
Yes?
Like a phone booth, which some of our listeners might not have ever heard of before, a phone booth, how many people can you fit into a driverless car? Actually, it would kind of depend on the car, huh?
No, just one.
Just one?
Yeah, because the car then knows there's somebody in it,
Yeah.
and the cars are pretty faithful.
Oh. So it only lets one in at a time?
Yeah. And then when someone gets out, it, goes to a bar, drinks for a while, then goes to a strip club wearing sweatpants, and then decides, it's healing time, and will tentatively go out to pick up another passenger. But will always tell that passenger it's been hurt before and wants to take it slow. And then rarely drives over 20 miles an hour for at least, 2-3 days.
Cory?
Yeah.
It asks how many can you fit into a driverless car, not a Coryless car.
I stand by my answer.
Okay.
How many people do you think you can fit into a driverless car?
I don't know, but I think we should find out. I think we should get everybody together, a bunch of people together, get a driverless car. I'll get in first, and then I want everybody to get on top of me, and we'll keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing until we come to the climax of the answer.
What?
You heard me. This is a scientific. This is science. We must do it for science. I need volunteers. Volunteers to find out how many people we can get into a driverless car. Email me at wolfiebad@gmail.com, and we will get this together. We will get a hold of Google. They're the ones doing the driverless cars, I believe. We'll get one of those over here and find out how many people we can fit in. Yes, I'm all for this. Cory, you want to be in on this?
No.
Why not?
'Cause I'm smart.
Maybe we can get the Romanian. If she's there, will you come?
If she's there, I have serious doubts about her judgment.
That wasn't the question.
I would have to think about it because I'd have serious doubts about her judgment.
Okay, let's really think about your past, okay? I don't think their judgment has anything to do with what you do with them.
No, it's the fact that I have poor judgment.
Well, this is true.
The reason they're not around anymore is they developed good judgment.
I would actually disagree with that. I have heard where some of them have ended up.
That's neither here nor there. And usually they're there.
But it's both, because they're there and you're here.
Yes.
Yes, so it is here and there. So, just saying. What? Okay, wait. Christina Hendricks, what if we got her in there?
Then I'd be bringing some weaponry. I'd probably bring a Fandango to keep everybody else out. So the answer would then be 2.
Wait, no, 3.
Why?
Because I'm the Fandango.
Oh, after I use the Fandango to get rid of everybody, you'd be gone in a heartbeat.
No, I would need to be there.
No, you're too disturbing.
Well, yes, but I fit well.
Outside, you'd fit well on the antenna, like a raccoon tail.
Can't you give me something a little thicker?
You'll be tied to it.
Ooh.
I hear you're into that.
Yes, I am.
There you go. You'd be tied to the antenna like a raccoon tail in a 1930s comedy movie.
Do cars even have antennas anymore?
Yeah.
You sure?
Mine does.
Yours is old.
That's beside the point.
Well, are you standing next to your car?
If my car were a driverless car and Christina Hendricks were there, yes, I would be standing next to my car. You're really reaching on this premise there, Wolfie.
He reaches for anything he can.
Yes, this is true.
Hence the restraining order.
Yes. You know what, Cory?
What?
If we could actually get people to volunteer for this and talk to Google, and I wonder if there are certain people who might also be interested in supporting us in this. Or one might say, sponsoring us in this.
You know who wouldn't sponsor a weird, sex-crazed, driverless car?
Yeah?
These guys! That's right, here at the Solitaire Rose Radio Network, we have ads, and our first sponsor is me. That's right, your charming and delightful old Uncle Rat Bastard. I have my first book out with Dangerous Dan Moore. It's the first 100 strips of our online web strip, Worldwide News, the story of the lowest rated cable news network. And you can get yourself a copy with commentary, with all sorts of extras, with signatures and everything. Just email Dan over at lordshadowflame@gmail.com. Our top sponsor, who's been with us since day one, is DreamHost. DreamHost.com. You need yourself a website, and DreamHost.com is the #1 web host in the whole known universe. Just head over to DreamHost.com, put in the code CRAYZ, KRAYZ, get $20 off your first year. How can you beat that? Our other sponsor is Graze, GRAZE.com. Healthy snacks for a healthy lifestyle. Just head over to Graze, put in the code CORYS3R5P. Your first and fifth box are free. You can get them weekly. You can get them bi-weekly. You can get them monthly. You can just order a whole bunch of them. It's great stuff to keep you away from the vending machine at work. Now, if you would like to leave a comment for any of the podcasts that we do, we'd love those. Go ahead and email us at solitairerosenetwork@gmail.com, or you can call 952-856-0519. Operators are standing by. Okay, it's just a place that will record your calls, but we'll play them on the air. We'll answer your questions. We love getting feedback. Tell us what you think. Ask a question. Suggest a topic. be a guest. Send us your stuff. SolitaireRoseNetwork@gmail.com. If you would like to advertise on any of the Solitaire Rose radio shows, you can. Just email us at SolitaireRoseNetwork@gmail.com. Subject advertising. Thanks.
Are you sure those guys wouldn't be all for this?
Well, yeah, they do sponsor this show, so it's not like they've got taste.
Yeah, really. I mean, come on.
You know who does have taste, though?
Who?
A couple of friends of ours who have their own podcast on the Solitaire Rose Network that we're not part of.
Well, what's the
And
point
in the
then?
case of you, that's probably a blessing. It's Dave and Stephanie Kofel.
Yeah?
Yep, Dave is a traveling musician.
Oh.
And as he travels around the country, they have rebuilt their vehicles so that they can camp in it, and they enjoy camping.
Uh-huh.
I have no idea why. Camping, to me, is kind of like... Well, I don't go anywhere where you may have to be attacked by bears. But they enjoy it, and every night when they're done, they sit down, they play Scrabble, and they record it, and turn it into a podcast, and they're going to talk about it right here.
Oh.
Scrabbling Across the West, a fortnightly retelling of Dave and Stephanie.
Wait, fortnightly?
That means every 2 weeks.
I know what it means. What if we wanted to do it more or less often than every 2 weeks?
Well, that wouldn't be holding down the fort, would it?
Oh, you're funny. Okay, how about frequently?
All right, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Scrabbling Across the West, a frequent retelling of Dave and Stephanie Kofel's adventures in traveling, making music, and playing Scrabble across the Western Hemisphere. It's all about the people, the places, and the game. Scrabbling Across the West. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So,
Why am I doing this? This is the host's job.
no, I took you into it. It was great. So, got ahead. So, if you said
I
Dave
need
is
a raise. If I'm going to do hosting, I need a raise.
All right, I will double your salary for this podcast.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Now I can afford the name brand cereal. No more Cory's for me.
Silly rabbit. Tricks are for me.
At least tricks are now little balls again. And for years they were shaped like actual fruit. And it's like, no, I don't want actual fruit. I just want them to look like kicks with colors and a lot of sugar. That's what I want my tricks to be.
I wasn't talking about a cereal.
Okay. Well, those cost a lot more, and I don't think there is a name brand for those.
Oh. Well, it depends, really.
On what?
If they're well known.
So, Cory.
Yes.
Speaking of sponsors and buying stuff and things like that, we have a sort of question. It is a finish this sentence question. It's a lot of questions for us, actually. You know, some of it is what we would do in certain situations. But if I had 1 million chickens, finish it.
I'd own a factory farm down in Iowa.
All right. That's actually surprisingly lucid. Wolfie?
What? Did you want me to go off on how I would train them into a chicken army and I would use them to crush this nation under my poultry-fueled rage? Is that what you wanted, Dan? Why would I tell you my secret plan? Why would I tell you why I am raising chickens in secret, in the dark, so that they look up to me, so that they see me as their leader? As I create a race of atomic chickens. And soon, this world, I will be its master, and you will be my slave. And I will rule the world!
I'm going to tell you the truth right now. I am slightly turned on.
You're going to be first up against the wall, Wolfie.
Oh, yeah. Tell me more. Just say it slower.
Damn puppet doesn't even know what a firing squad is.
It's a lot of guys holding their rifles.
First, I got to train the chickens how to shoot properly.
That's going to be hard. I've heard they're foul shots.
Wolfie's supposed to do the puns there, but buddy.
I have to get in some things. Otherwise, I'm just, sitting here.
You're the straight man.
Fine.
Wait, what does that make you?
I'm the talent.
Talent?
Really? Wolfie, he is. You and he are the talent.
You're kidding me, right? We out? Really?
Yeah, he actually usually has lucid answers while you just kind of babble.
That is not, that's actually quite accurate, but shut up.
So, Cory, the secret plan that you didn't tell us about raising the chickens for an army to take over the country. So you would just have, where would your chicken farm be?
Iowa.
Iowa. Okay. Why Iowa?
That's where all the farms are. You ever driven through Iowa?
Yes, I have. That's true. Okay. I can't argue that point.
What else is there? Windmills.
Yeah.
Rest stops.
Yeah.
Fast food restaurants. Donut land.
There's a Krispy Kreme. That's amazing. I mean, the glaze. Oh, the glaze.
It's not half as good as Donut Land.
Donut Land?
Donut Land.
What's Donut Land?
Every so often when I'm driving through Iowa, I see a sign for Donut Land, and I have to go there. I mean, it's a donut land. I never can find it, though. It's like the Savage Land where it's hidden away.
Oh, so you've never actually been there?
I haven't seen Donut Land, but man, wouldn't that be the greatest amusement park ever?
Yes, I would like it, because I'd be able to go through a lot of holes.
Really?
Yeah, and they'd be glazed and full of jelly.
Okay. So, Wolfie, what would you do, or what, you finish the sentence, if I had a million chickens?
I would have a lot of feathers in my teeth.
What?
You heard me. By the way, does this come with any talks?
Oh, God, Cory, why did you tell him he could do the puns?
It's better than your puns.
Not really.
You're the host. Get control of this show. Maybe you need to bring it to an end. Maybe you need to close it down.
No, well, we have a couple more questions yet.
But we have more episodes.
Well, that's true. All right, one last question for today. We'll say it's a question, even though when it was brought up to me, it was just supposed to be a public service announcement. But they added a question at the end, so we'll go with that. What it is with school coming up, they wanted everyone to know that running the extended stop arm, the flashing stop sign on the school bus, the violation for doing so has gone up from $300 to $500. And it's important to remember that children don't always look for their own safety, so they'll just kind of come out. So if you don't like getting caught behind a school bus, leave about 2 minutes earlier. They are on a schedule. You can skip things. So then the question is, which is worse, being late or maiming a kid?
Depends on your job. At my current job, it's okay to be late, so, maiming a kid would be worse. But I've had jobs where being late is considered terrible, and maiming a kid would be considered a lesser offense.
I also think there's a few things that have to be added to this question. Like, how old is the kid? Is the kid ugly? Is the kid I don't know. Slow. Not slow in my head. We're not going to go there. I'm not going to be that bad. But I just mean, they're not walking very fast. Because really, if they're running, they should be able to outrun the car. Because really, bus stops don't stop on freeways. So, really, if the kid gets in the way, it's a learning experience. These things have to happen. Think of Darwin. It's all that. If I'm late, it doesn't do anything for the gene pool. But if I take a kid out that was dumb enough to run in front of a car, well, that saves future generations. So really, I think it's worth being late because it does not help future generations. And that is what I've been heard is that kids are the future. And if this kid who's dumb enough to run in front of a car has, shit, I lost my place. Darwin.
Wolfie?
Yeah?
I think you're getting into eugenics.
Eugenics?
And eugenics are bad.
What's eugenics?
Look up Nazi Germany.
Okay. They didn't stop at bus stops?
On that note, folks, we have answered your questions for about a half hour, and I think that's all we should really be able to handle right now.
I don't know if I can handle this.
I'm not sure I can either. So, remember, if you would like to have some advice or have questions that you would like answered by our two talented people.
Just me. I'm the talented one. He just answers questions.
Whatever. Please make sure you can send your questions via email to, what's the Solitaire Rose address?
It's solitairerosenetwork@gmail.com.
There you go. You can send it there, or you can actually go to the website for Bad Advice, which is badadvice.solitairerose.com. Right?
Yes.
Yes. Ha! I got it right.
Part of the ever-growing Solitaire Rose radio network.
There you go. If you go there, you can click on the form and send your question in anonymously if you wish. There is a place for your name if you want to put it, but you do not have to. We will be happy to answer all of your questions that you send in. And on that note, have a good evening. Cory, do you have any last things to say?
Don't listen to Wolfie.
Wolfie?
Listen to Wolfie.
Good night, everybody.
All right, I'll call you back in a minute.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye.